Alright, I want you to look at this. This is, it says check around. This is an email. Okay, this is an email right here by me. Subject, that was the name of the account. Okay, from Leslie Williams. Okay, to a prosecutor in Wayne, Michigan. This was an email that was sent by me from the Point Loma Library in 2006. Okay, I want you to look at it. Okay, and it was, when was this printed out at? This was printed out by me on 10/24/2011. Okay. It's got my name on it. It's got who I sent it to, a prosecutor in Wayne, Michigan. And here's the date, Tuesday, October 24th, 2006 at 2:32 p.m. In the end of the email, it flat out states, check around the Point Loma Library, San Diego. You never know what you might hear. I spelled hear wrong. It's supposed to be spelled H-E-A-R. I spelled H-E-R-E. What you might hear around the media room or after I go into the bathroom. Okay? Now, that was in 2006. I didn't come back to San Diego, California. I was here in between 1 and 37 days in 2006. I was being gang stalked on a feverish scale, but I didn't know what was happening to me back in 2006 was gang stalking. I didn't discover that the name of the crime that was happening to me that started openly, overtly, towards every area of my life, including open, overt harassment. And it started in 2001, openly, overtly, and sometimes directly, even though they didn't admit that the direct things were as a result of gang stalking. The point I'm trying to make is that I didn't discover what was happening to me until June 9, 2009. And I didn't discover their technological resources until October 7th, 2010, and I didn't fully understand them until between October 7th, 2010 and February 2011. Now, I want you to listen to this. You just saw me show you an email from 2006, flat out email from 2006, stating you never know what you might hear. Check around the Point Loma Library, San Diego. You never know what you might hear around the media room or after I go into the bathroom. Now, why would I be saying that? Okay? Why would I be saying that if nothing was going on, for one? Well, I want you to listen to what you hear. Do you hear gang stalker, gang stalking, oh my God, gang stalker, oh my God, on this audio file? Listen to it. And it was made, it was just recently recorded. Gotta show you the date. This light right now is not that great. Let me get my flashlight out. Hang on a second. Alright, check it out. The date is 5/30/2013. The year is at the left, the month is the middle, the date is right there, 30, the time is 3:40 p.m. File number 48. And this is occurring over at UCSD on the 30th. Okay? Now I made a video the morning of the 30th that this method was going to be heard by me along my routes at this location. And when I made that video, I showed a picture of my cell phone which showed the date and the time. Okay? And in that video prediction, I stated, let's see if I hear gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, gang stalker. Oh my God, heard along any of my routes, along with the other words of weird, crazy, and another word that is two words combined together that starts with the initials C and H. And I'm not going to explain that until I believe that the right time is appropriate. But it matters. But I stated in that video, which showed the cell phone picture which showed a picture of my cell phone, which showed the date and time. Okay, and I stated at this place on that date, the 30th of May. Let's see if I hear gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalker, oh my God, gang stalker, oh my God, said around me along any of my routes. I then left here, went to UCSD to actually get a bike that I left there, so I could take it to a different location, okay? And then I got there, unlocked it, didn't realize that they had slashed my tires until after I had already unlocked it and locked up my new one, because I was going to take the older one with me, leave the new one there, then come back and take it to where I was going to take it to, and then come back and get my new one that I just bought about a week and a half ago, okay? Unlocked it, locked up the new one, walked it over to the bus stop, and then that's when I realized the tires had been slashed. Now, they just slashed my tires on the same bike about a week before at Rouse. Had to fix it then. Took it over to UCSD on the day I bought my new bike. Left that bike there at UCSD. and went back on the 30th to get it, and they slashed them. So I had to stay on campus because I couldn't take the bike with me to where I wanted to take it to, because I wouldn't have been able to walk it to where I wanted to walk it to with the tire flat. It would have wrecked the rim. It could have wrecked the rim. It could have wrecked the integrity of the tire. And I was thinking about also trying to salvage the inner tube. So I left it there, and I figured since I had just bought a computer, which is right here, I'll go over to the Price Center and use the Wi-Fi capability with a running tape recorder on me right now. And everything that was happening in reference to me discovering that the tire was flat, me trying to inflate it with foam, and everything was caught on audio file as well. I get over to the Price Center, and guess what you hear? You don't have to guess what you hear, because I'm getting ready to show you right now. Listen to how many times you hear gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalker, gang stalk, oh my God, being said by students around me. See how many times I hear, oh my God, we're a crazy gang stalker, oh my God, we're a crazy gang stalker, oh my God. Excuse me. Alright, now, I usually have my earbuds taped to this video camera, and then I turn the volume down, okay? So you can hear it more discreetly without any background noise going on. But just in that one day alone, I had to make about 12 different audio files, okay? Because I was there about 3.5, 4 hours using a computer at the same table. And it was going on for the non-stop throughout the whole 4 hours. I couldn't believe it. That's why I had to I figured instead of just taping a 4-hour audio file, I'll just tape 10-minute segments of it so I can just make small videos, okay? Over 4 hours of this tactic being used around me non-stop at UCSD Price Center. And check this out. In between May 24th, 2011 or 2012 and November 13th, 2012, I made some anonymous contacts with UCSD, okay, stating that I've been gang stalked, that I'm being gang stalked by my biomedical library staff, okay. And and then they slashed my tire out that was parked and locked right outside of the biomedical library, and that was done to provoke me to call campus safety, so I would report it to them by their face because I was sending them anonymous emails, okay. And so I literally told them, I said, when I called them and they arrived on the scene, I said, look, I go, biomedical library staff is saying gang stalking around me. I said, students are saying gang stalking around me, and they're engaging in physical gestures. They didn't believe a word I said, and then as I was talking to them, they were engaging in the physical gestures towards me, right to my face. So what's the likelihood? And I got the audio files to prove that I made those statements to UCSD campus safety. Now, what's the likelihood? Think about this. What is the likelihood of me making those statements to campus safety and then catching them on USD campus on their shuttle, at their Club Med restaurant, and at the Price Center? Even today. Now, I got audio files that show the same exact method and tactics being used at me at Rouse grocery store, on the trolleys, which have already been uploaded in Yucca Valley, California, 167 miles away from San Diego County, when I went there for a week in December 2012. I left here to go there for a week, and that tactic was caught in Yucca Valley. And it was predicted 8 months before in an email that I sent to a human trafficking organization. Yes. So you can see that I'm being stalked in real time to put this community-based harassment around me everywhere I go. And why won't the District Attorney's Office of the San Diego Police investigate in it? Because the San Diego Police were directly involved in the gang stalking of me back in 2006. Remember this email? I've been suffering through this crime now every single day, non-stop, everywhere I go. Like if I went to, well, I just told you, I went to the Price Center for 3.5 hours and experienced it non-stop throughout the whole time I was there. And you know what they do when they say gang stalker and constantly repeat it? It's done to remind me I'm a victim of this crime. And then they'll say, oh my God, with it to make sure that I know it's being said done deliberately. Okay, because they've also sensitized me to the word oh my God. And oh my God was being used over at USD and caught on audio file and uploaded almost a year prior. And they just combined that word with gang stalker to make me realize that oh my God and gang stalker is being said deliberately because of gang stalking. Yeah, it's how they sensitize you to words or phrases and then get people around you everywhere you go to non-stop repeat it to remind you to keep you mentally preoccupied about it. It's called mental and emotional abuse, okay? And it's to make you feel stalked because you got to know where you're at to do it, okay? So why won't the District Attorney's Office or the San Diego Police Department, why won't they investigate this crime? Because they are aware that the San Diego Police played a direct role in it in 2006. A direct role. And they were caught on February 20th, 2013 after I got off. I went to the San Diego District Attorney's Office to ask them to investigate the fact that go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. That was a staged assault. Then they sent me an altered video of the assault. Look at the back doors on the wrong side of the bus. The rail that holds the mirrors on the wrong side of the bus and the mirrors backwards. And how the back door is being flipped and rotated in reference to how at the beginning of the 2-minute video, learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus, the back door is on the right side of the bus, on the left side of the bus, then it's on the right side of the bus, periodically, interchangeably. Why is that? Why is that? Why is the back door on the wrong side of the bus, and why are me and the perpetrator on the wrong side of the bus in reference to where we were actually sitting at on the day of the assault? Because they flipped and rotated it out of haste. Now, I've already made videos and blogs concerning why they altered the video. Go to Google and type in learning disabled woman exposes why MTS video is altered. February 20, 2013, I went down to the San Diego District Attorney's Office. I said, I'm there to ask you to investigate the fact that MTS sent me an altered video of me being assaulted. And the fact that the San Diego police won't investigate it, which leads me to believe there's an obstruction of justice going on somewhere and a possible conspiracy. He looked right at me and said, I think you need to go down and get mental health help because I believe you're mentally ill. I said, really? I go, you just met me 10 seconds ago, and I go, and you're deducing that I'm mentally ill? And he said, he goes, well, by what you're suggesting describes a mental illness, and I suggest you go get mental health help. So I asked him for his business card. I left there. I got on the 923 bus to Rosecrans and Nimitz, got off that bus, walked over to the 28 bus stop, and got on the 28 bus to go to a t-shirt shop. I even asked the bus driver where Midway Street was. And 2 days before that, I Googled the t-shirt shop's address at the North University San Diego Public Library, where I caught gang stalking happening by the branch manager. Remember this 2006 email? Check around the Point Loma Library. So is cyber surveillance a method of gang stalking? They seen I was looking up the t-shirt shop's address, and they just deduced I was eventually going to go there when I was in that area. Got off the 28 bus, took my bike off of it, put it on the sidewalk, got on it, rode it to an intersection, crossed the street, and there was a guy on the corner engaging in gang stalking physical gestures, yeah, for me to see. So I started laughing, and he was already laughing, just like they were laughing on this audio file right after they said gang stalker, okay? So I said, you know, you guys are all the same. I go, who put you on this corner? Okay, because he was engaging in gang stalking physical gestures for me to see, sensitization methods. So as I said that, and as he was doing it, a San Diego police officer pulled up to the intersection and made a U-turn right in front of us and gaslighted me with the same physical gesture. So I go, was it him? And the guy goes, yeah. I go, you're gotta be kidding me. I go, a San Diego police officer put you on a corner, on this corner? He said, yeah. I go, really? I go, what was his name? He goes, Steve. So how mentally ill am I? I don't think so. Anyways, why would MTS send me an altered video? And why would the district attorney's office not investigate it? A professor over at USD by the name of Eric Pearson, who's a professor in communications that specializes in videos and images, he saw the video online and posted it on First Post. Do the math. Anyways, my name is Leslie Williams, and I am in San Diego, California. You would not believe the proof I have. Right now, I have probably actually close to 600 audio files of I'm feeding the birdies, of gang stalking, oh my God, weird, crazy, being said around me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go in the same exact way that you just heard it. And if you weren't able to hear it clearly, okay, because I know that this was turned off, because I usually put earphones plugged into this and then tape the earbuds to the microphone on that video camera and then turn it down so you can hear it clearly. So if you didn't hear it clearly, all you got to do is go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman. In fact, listen to this. Here's a blog. This is the blog name of this video, of this audio file being transferred over to a video, okay? And the blog title is, go to Google and type in 53013, 5/30/30/13, torture and gang stalking, proved undeniably in San Diego, learning disabled woman. Okay, if you type that in, you'll see a blog that was posted on 5/30/2013 showing this audio file, and when it was appropriately and transferred over to the video file with the earbuds taped to the camera. So you'll be able to hear it clearly, undeniably. And then the same exact method in that blog and other videos that are also in that blog of the same exact tactic happened at McDonald's the day before on the 29th. And then other additional audio files proving that it was happening at other places as well. It literally was happening towards me, caught on this audio file, when I was buying this computer at Staples by the Staple employees. Yes. You might think to yourself, how the hell is all this being done? Go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and the community notification, which is a law enforcement tool. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. And if you don't think that the community notification is not being used in order to notify the community about, see what they're doing is they're using tools that were developed to notify the public about people that are getting out of jail that might be sexual predators or violent offenders. This is a flyer that was developed by the website Indigo Ribbon. This is concerning, and what they did was they made up a flyer concerning how that can be handed out by gang stalking targets or people who are advocating for gang stalking targets. And they made this flyer, okay, so people could print it out and hand it out to the community at large so they could really know what's going on. This is in reference to how gang stalking was covered by the Santa Cruz police. Go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids. This right here talks about how a public works worker had another public works worker stalked, and she used the offender's notification to send out notifications to the community and combined it with a slander about her fellow worker to have her gang stalked. She got busted, and this is the judge that prosecuted her. Okay, it literally says it right there. Offender notification was used. And that is not put on this flyer about gang stalking for no reason. Okay? And so basically what they're doing is using students and anybody in the community they can as a result of using the offender notification and the community notification. And that's only part of the way that they're getting people to get people to harass a person based on lies, slander, and the prestige of their job. Because, like, say you go to YouTube and type in "listen to a stranger." It shows an individual with a fake badge standing outside of a grocery store, getting people that are walking into the grocery store to harass a woman or to do something for him towards the woman based on a lie and the prestige of a badge. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm not involved in any illegal activity whatsoever. I'm not involved in one crime whatsoever. So why is this happening to me? Because for one, I've turned into a whistleblower as a result, and for two, because I'm a human trafficking target. And the San Diego police are directly connected to these organized syndicates, crime syndicates that are involved in human trafficking. I'm in San Diego, California, and my name is Leslie Williams. They're also after me because I'm on disability. See, what they do is tear women's lives down. They go after single women, single mothers, people on disability, the elderly, and they're also into a bunch of other forms of racketeering. And what they do is go after, they target single women that is on disability, me. And what they do is tear down their lives. And then they try to make the excuse that the person's mentally ill because they're complaining about being stalked and harassed by people they don't know. That supposedly makes it appear that they have That supposedly makes it appear that they have a justified reason to file a false police report about your mental stability. Okay? Yeah. In turn, they take the accumulated documentation over time because they stage incidences with witnesses. Then they file a police report or a police arrest, or will petition the target into county mental health so they can be discredited by a doctor. They then, over time, because these incidences that are staged over time, accumulate falsified police reports, doctor's reports, petitioning the target in county mental health, so they can accumulate this documentation and then eventually take it, put it all together, and then take it and bring it before a syndicated judge. That's a syndicated probate judge to take legal custody of the target, to put them in a syndicated run organized crime group home, to co-opt their monthly checks, to exploit their insurance, and exploit the target sexually in a syndicated run, isolated environment. And the target never escapes because they watch everything a target does. If the target tries to escape and go next door and call a neighbor, they get on their phone and call the syndicated cops, who will arrive on the scene and will arrest the target. And they'll use the excuse, look, you have already been in county mental health for being delusional. What you're claiming is bullshit. You got to go back to the hospital. They keep you trapped in, these targets trapped in these syndicated control for insurance fraud, to co-opt their monthly checks and exploit them sexually in these syndicated run environments. Normal, everyday, average people, they're doing this to. Okay, that's why they isolate targets and intercept their emails for help. They'll hack into your cell phone and reroute your calls. And everything that I just stated is on the internet in reference to these being their methods and tactics. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Why do I have almost 600 audio files of gang stalking being constantly repeated around me, constantly, in specific ways? They'll get around me and say, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalker, gang stalking, oh my god, gang stalker, oh my god, gang stalking, gang stalking, oh my god, by multiple people in one place, non-stop, everywhere I go. Over 600 audio files of that happening towards me. 600? How do they know who I am or where I'm at to do this? Remember this 2006 email. Check out around the Point Loma Library. You never know what you might hear once I go in the media room or once I go into the bathroom. 2006. How did they know I came back to San Diego? I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth. This happened on SDSU, USD, UCSD, all over their campus. Every time I went to their campus, for the whole duration of every place that I went on these separate 3 campuses. Yes, it's now happening in the law library. It's happening again now at UCSD, now that I got this computer. And let's see if they screw around with this computer and make it inoperable by sending a power surge to it, or making it inoperable to where it can't even be turned on. And then let's see how Circuit City, no, I'm sorry, I bought it at Staples. I don't know why I keep saying Circuit City. I bought it at Staples off of Villa Loje Plaza on May 29, 2013, where that same method was set around me by their employees as I was buying it. Okay? And that's on this audio file right here. 600 audio files of it being said nonstop everywhere I go. Rouse, Circuit City, Best Buy, Burger King, Jack in the Box, movie theaters, laundromats, post offices, banks. Yes, and that's all achieved as a result of the community notification. And guess who runs the community notification? San Diego Police and Social Services. And this same method was caught at Social Services. And that video's already online. It literally shows a video of me catching it on video at Social Services. And I'm predicting all of this on 6/03/2013. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. They make targets homeless so they can say, this woman's not taking care of herself. She's got money, but she's not taking care of herself. Why don't she have an apartment? Go to Google and type in how they'll rent apartments next to targets, how they get landlords and property owners on board, how they'll use postal employees on board to steal your rent. Look at this book. Technology, gang stalking at the post office. You know, say more. Alright, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. This is a tidbit file. I gotta feed my birds, so this is just a personal file, a documentation file to help you see how long I've been a victim of this crime for doing literally absolutely nothing, because I'm being targeted by organized crime in the system that wants to treat me like a straw person. Yeah, to make money off me. my Social Security, my insurance, and me sexually. And I can't get no help. And there's also another aspect to this crime that I can't say anything about right now, because it's something that I can't prove yet. But does that have to do with anything concerning... Where'd it go? There's another book here. Where's it at? Hang on. Oh shit, where'd my other book go? Anyways, I had another book. It's already in my other videos. So, oh, here it is. Why is organized stalking, which is also called gang stalking, in this book? It's mentioned entirely throughout this whole book. Are targets of organized stalking also victims of non-consensual human experimentation? Why would organized stalking be mentioned throughout this entire book? I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. So who's really protecting this crime at the end of the day? Who's directing the district attorney's office and the San Diego police? I gotta go. I'm in San Diego. Okay, I'm just gonna have to say I gotta go, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.